Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Council Recap. Council met Monday, July 16th, 5:30 in the Council Chambers. A fairly short meeting. Started off with a public hearing for a tax abatement request. This property at 3401 6th Street Northeast would have a home estimated at $425,000. This is part of our Austin Homes initiatives that provides 5 years of tax abatement. The application was in conformance with the adopted program that council has, so council approved that proposal, so that'll move forward. Next was adjustment for Fox Point Townhomes on their sewer access charge, $19,000 for that project. Council approved that adjustment moving forward, so that project continues to go forward north of town out by Walmart. Some new townhomes that'll be going in there. A proposal from Austin Utilities was next on the agenda. This supplies for natural gas prepay ordinance for the city. Anytime Austin Utilities enters into a long-term contract that requires city council action, that's why it was on our agenda. Otherwise, Austin Utilities and their board takes care of things on their own. They'd recommended approval of that, and council concurred with doing that for short-term gas supply ordinance adopted by the city council. We accepted some donations to the city. We also received requests from Congressman Tim Walz for the city to consider a resolution of support for the Small Town and Regional Vitality Investment Act of 2018. This would provide additional resources coming through the county to cities for infrastructure needs, things for housing, child care, those sorts of pressing needs, wastewater infrastructure. We've had long-term dialogue with the Congressman's office about some of the fiscal challenges we face in a community like Austin, and that's led him to propose this legislation in Congress. So we were happy to approve a resolution in support of that legislation. We extended our cable franchise agreement with Charter to December 31st, 2018 as negotiations continue to find a franchise with them. We also approved an agreement with Hormel Foods for them allowing us to extend a public access bike trail on their property. This is along 8th Street Northeast, area north of Wildwood area. People will be able to enjoy part of their property, but the city will pick up liability for that public access trail, mountain bike trail, so that'll be a nice addition to our trail network there, and allow the community to access that and not have liability for the corporation for allowing us to be able to use that area. So if you're a mountain biker, you can go out and enjoy that area now as a public area. We also approved being the fiscal agent for the community band. We also approved a rezoning petition for a property over east of Eastside Lake along Oakland Place there, from agricultural recreational to R1 for ability to build a single family home, kind of a small triangular parcel there that they want to consider developing. We also approved a variance to the sign appeal for Valley Transportation Services at our municipal airport. They have a new hangar there. They want to install some signage, and we granted an appeal for them. We also allowed for a variance for a shed on a property north of town in a subdivision that's a larger lot area, meets green space requirements, but the aggregate size of the shed had to have a variance if it was to move forward, and council approved that. We had 3 properties that we granted the Planning and Zoning Department power to contract for removal of junk and illegally stored vehicles, and that pretty well rounded out the council meeting. If you have questions on this, any other items, please don't hesitate to give me a call, 437-9941. Otherwise, enjoy the summer. Thanks a lot.